Hello, hello, hello. Two people. Today we're gonna do a comparison. You want to talk on this one? You want to be mentioned?
I can be.
Okay.
I'm gonna be here. I'm not gonna
Okay.
be like be here.
Okay, okay, right, okay.
It's not like you have to pretend I'm not here.
Okay. Here with John, and we're gonna be trying some ripe. So you're not maybe the biggest fan of ripe at this point these days, but
Let's not get carried away.
okay,
I like drinking it.
right.
I enjoy the flavor.
Gotcha. Okay.
And you said we have some interesting ones here. So.
We do. Yeah. So this producer is one that I don't know a lot about. The only source I know of this is liquid produced, but we did get 2 samples sent in, and I unfortunately don't know the person's name. Sorry, can't shout you out right now. I will in the comment. But I had the one on the far left here, and I really enjoyed it. And these next 2 are going to be interesting as well. So get a good rinse on these. This appears to be kind of the end of a cake. So the extraction for this middle one is going to be quite intense, the Human Nectar. A commenter had recommended the Human Nectar based on my my drinking earlier.
Human Nectar?
Yep. Literally.
That was like Hunan Nectar.
Yeah, right.
Human
No,
Nectar.
literally Human Nectar. Yeah, I was not misspeaking. So let's get in here. So you're fairly familiar with rosin ripes at this point.
Yeah. So.
So it's definitely has a different complexion, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't tell you one way or another how and why. I'm guessing, I mean, it's got to be processing. To me, it seems like they just aren't piling these for as long.
Interesting.
That'd be my guess if I had to guess. I don't know. So yeah, let's go ahead and get a sniff on the Human Nectar. I'm gonna just start brewing these out. So
Ooh.
yeah, so that one was.
I like these ripes are very interesting.
Yeah, these are interesting.
Yes.
So I've had 2 of the raws, and I honestly have not cared for them, but I really have found these interesting. So yeah, we're gonna keep going here, and we're gonna get to enjoy these for the rest of the day today and slurp on them. Extraction is going to be unfair here because we're using basically tea dust for our Human Nectar here, and then the Mana Wuji has pretty full leaves. The Sweet Dew also has really pretty intact whole leaves there. Look at that color on the actual tea though. It is quite fermented and dark, so it is interesting to I don't know. Yeah, there are certain signs to the point to one way in terms of processing, but then looks very oxidized. So
Just based on the smell, it really does feel like it's doing a good job imitating old raw food. Versus the normal, like, you kind of know what it is.
Sure.
Sort of thing.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna.
My very limited experiences with that.
Oh, dude, no, I agree. Here, I'm gonna pause and grab us a couple glasses of water. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the Sweet Dew. Cheers.
Cheerio.
Fuck. Oh. Definitely light to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna push this one pretty hard immediately. So that 7581 brick that we have, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think this has some of that.
7582?
The 81.
It was 81.
Yeah, the 81. It's a CNMP brick,
Yeah.
and it has a lot of that graphite on it. This has that plus, in my mind, other high noted sweet fruity things. I'm gonna actually, before I dive into the next two here, I'm gonna actually brew this one again because I'm drinking this for valuation. You can see my A plus on this one. Yeah, I like the lingering profile on this quite a bit. And again, this is kind of a strange comparison, but I'm kind of injecting my own agenda here a little bit. So even now, it's still not brewing up as dark as the Human Nectar.
I assume it's because of dust.
Totally. I mean, it's an unfair comparison, so we can't know for sure. Could definitely be processing too, but. Okay, cheers. This is strikingly similar to me for the 7581, I have to say. Which is really weird because that's a 1990s tea, and this is a 2017 tea.
The 7581 was from the 90s?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So to find these flavors in something so young is sort of weird. It's pretty hard to get to that really pencil shavings kind of note. It has to be just extremely, processed. I don't know. This is interesting. It's not tasting as sweet to me as it was on my first go around for this one, I'll be honest. Yeah, but the aroma on the guy one is so unique.
Did you drink this with James?
Nope. I don't think that he even tried the ripes. So I want to get into what that is. There's kind of a creaminess in there. Okay. I'm gonna hit this one more time and I'm gonna let this hang out for a second. Let's move on though to the Human Nectar. Here we go.
What is it that made you want to pair the A+ guy with these two?
They're all from the same producer and they're all ripes. And I want to evaluate them literally because Liquid Priest is having a 10% off sale. So I want to see what I want to buy. Oh. Yeah. So this is purely for my own personal drinking evaluation. Pretty beautiful soup color. Cheers. Wow. Woo.
Oh,
like whoa.
Or something. Like a funky Oreo.
Ooh.
No.
Wow. Wow, much stronger. We'll see if this steeping is now as strong or even close to it.
No way.
I doubt it.
No way.
Yeah, that is crazy. That is so dark.
This tastes
almost coffee bitter.
Like you go to some fancy place and they're making like an Oreo out of like dark chocolate, and it's like they're trying to get all this complexity into there, but it's just like Oreos are pretty good.
Yeah.
This is like a little much.
Got it. So it's too sophisticated. Oreos need to be a little bit more basic.
I'm curious to see
where it goes.
Perception of it changes.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Because I was not expecting that.
No, neither was I. Wow. Very potent, very intense. Okay. And the mana. And it's a little bit tough. We're drinking with these 51 milliliter Gaiwans. And so the quantity of actual liquid that we're drinking is basically one sip. Maybe two, depending on how you want to do it.
I'm rocking 3 sips.
Nice.
I don't know if that's not
I was actually
rinse
chatting
my
with
mouth.
no, dude. I'm curious about this as a question for tea drinkers. Frankly, I kind of want to make a blog post about it. Like, what is the physical way that you actually drink the tea itself? Like, once it reaches your mouth, how much do you have? I find that I actually have one sip that I have an immediate drinking of for like half of it, and then I kind of swish the other half around my mouth and then drink it.
Okay.
And I wasn't thinking about doing that in any strategic way. I just was like, huh,
It's
what do I
sips in
do?
one, really.
Kinda.
You're just saving
Yeah.
the second sip in your mouth.
But it's almost like they're both hitting in my physically in my
Yeah.
body a little bit differently. Anyway. Okay. Cheers. Huh. I don't care for this one. It's interesting. The Human Nectar has a punchy, fruity thing to me on the top end that at least from the first steeping, and I want to get back into it. Ooh, this is very cooling. Huh. Okay. The lingering flavor is interesting.
Cooling in the body.
In the mouth for me.
In the mouth, yeah.
I have kind of like a menthol thing happening. Yeah.
You had mentioned yesterday cooling in the body.
Right.
Which was interesting. I was
Right.
like, that's the one we should do on the sauna episode.
Totally. Oh my god,
offset.
dude! I had a cake from Liquid Proust that was the craziest, most mentholy. It was when I was in Mexico. I have to
Dude,
look that one up.
He's got some crazy
Dude,
stuff.
everything is no matter what. Just go into liquidproust.com and check out some stuff. Buy a bunch of random samples. It's always a trip. You're not going to like everything at all. Kind of the point of trying a bunch of tea. Liquid Proust's shop is definitely a tea nerd's shop.
It's cool to not like it though. Like
100%.
I like not liking
Totally.
a tea.
Yeah, totally. Because it means you're trying a lot of stuff ultimately, and you're getting into some flavors that are really different. Okay, I'm gonna get back into this sweet dew. Myself, and then I'm gonna rebrew all of them. Let this hang out though. Boiling water here. Come on. Dang.
Dark.
I'm not. I'm going straight out. The lingering flavor on this was actually really different, interesting. I'm surprised. These are very different from each other. I feel like. Yeah. These two are more similar to each other, but even then.
I mean, they're similar in that they're all little freaks, though.
Yeah, fair enough. I feel like these
aren't just average ripes.
These, yes, these have a darker complexion on them than I think this does by quite a bit. But interestingly, this has a developed wood flavor that I think is kind of soft but nice, like kind of delicate. Anyway, okay, so this is the do right for myself here. It's interesting, man. It's just not hitting the same way as it did the first time around. You know, it is what it is.
Well,
it's kind of cool though, because that session made me interested in this producer, which is then leading to this session, and I'm finding other interesting vibes that this one to me might be a bit too close to 7581 for me, because I already have so much of it. I don't know, it's different, but okay, which one of these two do you want to try first?
Well, you already got.
Let's switch it up. Let's try this one first to see if it's gonna, because we don't want the other ones to influence each other too much here. Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. I think that's gonna have to happen. Yeah, it's
This one reminds me of Yeon.
I
believe it was stored.
Mm.
Even though it's like a young guy who's not having any storage days.
Sure, yeah.
Kind of got a similar like purple mark thing going on.
Yeah, a lot of dark flavor. Not a lot of high notes for me. The mouthfeel is kind of nice and thick and viscous and syrupy, but yeah, got a lingering bitterness. Actually, quite strong. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Very dense. I'm not sure how I feel about it, honestly. It's not. I don't think it's calling to me quite as much. Okay. Let's go back to the Human Nectar.
Oh boy.
And this was the one that was specifically mentioned in the comment. So here we go. A favorite.
Okay.
So an audience member was like, I really like this one. So I'm guessing that frankly that's the same person. So again, sorry. I will actually have you shout out. Man, look at the syrupy, just super thick. And I don't have much water in here at all. And it is dark. This is the kind of tea that lends to some tea stains for sure.
Trying to put my finger on it.
It has a very intense dark bitterness to me. It also has this really high sweet note that feels maybe at first blush something kind of like plum or stone fruity kind of a thing of some sort. Dates. Wow. It's not cherries. Would you say that it's like chocolatey to you?
Yes.
Interesting.
But not in the normal kind of ripe way, necessarily. Definitely has that.
Yeah. I would put it more on that side than like vanilla, for sure. Both of these have a really strong lingering flavor that this is still steeping, so I'm still letting this we'll both drink this sweet dew now, but this is, that's trying to get as dark as I can get it here. And so wow, these are strong. I'm actually feeling it in my stomach. So definitely kind of a different ripe experience, huh? Yeah, it's uncommon to find this kind of a thing, I think. You kind of do have to go into a little bit more of the esoteric vendors. Another one that was kind of surprising was that one from Vietnam that I had,
Yeah, that one was good.
Is, different, clearly ripe, but it's got some funk to it for sure. Cheers. These don't even have a funk to them. They're not like mushroomy or fishy or they're pretty clean. They're just strong. Ooh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Can't breathe this one too long.
It tastes so old.
Yeah. It's crazy, right?
Good.
Yeah. These are interesting. I wonder what they're doing for processing. Because they're not blunted, It's not like it doesn't taste overly processed. It doesn't taste like all noisy and mushed together. It tastes clean to me. Wow. The lingering flavor of all of these is very potent. The cool thing about these teas, I think we chatted a little bit ago about it, is just how much extraction are you going to be getting out of those late steeps? And are you going to want to really drink them? Not because of the price, but just because they're good or not. And I think something like this is actually going to show up pretty hard in the late steeps. The sweet dew, probably the least amount compared to these two. And I like the Human Nectar one a lot. Yeah.
You know what the price point's like on these?
Man, they're close to like $1 a gram or something. They're some expensive.
There's like a tiny little maker out there.
It's a small factory, and yeah, I think Liquid Proust had to do a ton of work to get the cakes out. So I think even though it's definitely expensive, I think it's actually probably a pretty reasonable price for how much inventory he has to hold to be whole as well. So tea doing this business is a tough business. So, dude, Andrew, appreciate you for providing such an amazing service to all of us. So I know that I'm going to be getting to liquidpriest.com and ordering some stuff. I don't know what yet, honestly. I know it's going to be one of these, that's for sure. I'm thinking it's going to be a toss up between these two and maybe both, honestly. They do have quite a bit of a difference for them. All of them are quite strong. Thank you again to the commenter as well as the person sending the sample in. Final thoughts.
Yeah, it's great. I think these are fun.
Yeah, kind of a fun session. Go buy. It's going to be too late, but you know what? It doesn't even matter. 10% off, whatever. Go on to Liquid Priest site and go buy a couple of these and give them a shot. If you're a ripe drinker and you're getting a little bored with your daily drink and stuff, try this. This might be a way to pique your interest and liven up the sessions, as well as just having something kind of in your back pocket for a weird flavor.
Just imagine like a random like friend coming up and being like,
have this.
Try this.
Yeah. If you like dye, you might like this.
Well, not even like someone who knows that much.
Yeah. But I mean,
it's like, here's some tea.
Right. Fair enough. That might be a pretty intense experience.
Intro to black or green. Let's have this one.
Okay, yeah. What's it called? Human Nectar. All right. See you, everybody. Bye.